Hey guys, and welcome to my newest Let's Play. I'm sure you've seen the poll videos. And the game I'm doing this time is Star Wars The Force Unleashed. It's a multi-platform game. It's on most, like, all of the current generation consoles. But I'm playing this on my Xbox 360. So here's the opening crawl, customary in all the Star Wars movies and all the recent Star Wars video games. Like, I have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on my Nintendo 64 that doesn't have an opening crawl. But like Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 on the GameCube does have an opening crawl. And Star Wars Racer Revenge on PS2 also has an opening crawl, so it's only in the Star Wars games of like the last 7-8 years or so. Just hurry up and fade away already. Anyway, this game, if you've watched the movies, this game takes place between episodes 3 and episodes 4. So it kinda bridges the gap between the two trilogies, which I guess is kinda neat. And here's like another customary of Star Wars movies. The opening crawl fades away into a view of starships. In this case, it's a whole bunch of Imperial Star Destroyers. And they're orbiting a planet of which I do not yet know the identity. And there's a shuttle coming out of one of them. And it appears to be heading for the planet. Okay, so it's a jungle planet. Don't really have any clues yet. Wait, the shuttle opens its landing gear and sets down, and who's inside? It's the man himself. Yup, it's Darth Vader. You get to play the first level of the game as Darth Vader himself, which is pretty neat. I mean, I like Darth Vader. He's like one of the coolest villains coolest villains ever thought up. And here's, hey, it's a Wookiee, so we're on Kashyyyk. Here's a little demonstration why.
Lord Vader, we were ambushed upon arrival, but I have the situation well in...
I have no interest in your failures, Commander. I am here on a mission of my own.
That's why Darth Vader is such a badass. He chokes people and isn't afraid of anything. So here we are. Let's go and switch the subtitles to on. Since it kinda, like, if you can't hear some background lines due to my gibberish, then you can always read them at the bottom of the screen, I guess. Which makes it more handier for me. So here we go. Well, Vader sure doesn't walk very fast. And here's one of the game's key features. You can pretty much pick up any enemy or object and throw it. And everything reacts naturally to your force powers and stuff due to like 3 different programming engines that this game runs on. It has like digital molecular matter that recognizes different substances and how they behave. Like if you throw a rock against some glass, the glass shatters. It always shatters differently, like depending on the angle and speed at which you throw the glass. Like here, you use force push to destroy this giant wooden door, and the wood shatters in all kinds of different ways every time I play this game. So that's pretty much one of the engines. Then there's like Havoc. I don't really know what that does. And then there's Euphoria, which creates like realistic AI. Like if you grab, say if I were to grab one of these stormtroopers and just hold it in the air like that, then they would try to take shots at me instead of just flailing around like a madman. And you can even cut down trees. That's sweet. Come here, Wookiee. Now you die. Wait, I didn't kill him. Okay, now he's dead. The Star Wars saga really hates Kashyyyk, I think. I mean, this is like the bazillionth game that has you go to Kashyyyk and kill stuff, fight Wookiees. I mean, hell, they got owned in like episode 3. In episode 3 you had like this giant battle on Kashyyyk. And if you think in the story mode of like Star Wars Battlefront 2, you went to Kashyyyk like a couple of times. I mean, it's almost like Hoth all over again. In every freaking Star Wars game you relive the Battle of Hoth. So here's a bunch of big Wookiees with swords. And they still die in one hit from my lightsaber. That's one thing this game doesn't really have. That's true to the Star Wars saga. Your lightsaber still doesn't cut things realistically. Well, only trees and stuff, but not enemies. So here's more enemies. Let's just push him as they fly towards me to let them like crash into the ground. It's pretty funny. Get out of my way, barrier. Darth Vader does not respect your fences. Oh, this is awesome. This allows for some awesome destruction. One simple charged force push and the entire bridge is covered in rubble and crushes the Wookiees and stuff. It's just so cool. But it can be kinda hard to maneuver through. We're making pretty good progress. Here's like another bunch of stormtroopers getting owned. And the Wookiees, they really aren't that much of a match. I mean, even one decent force push that sends them flying for a reasonable distance can kill them. And like one hit from your lightsaber kills them as well. I mean, I wish some of the later enemies in the game would die by being hit with your lightsaber once. It would make the game like a breeze. Darth Vader salutes you, my subscriber. Okay, let's carry on. More destroying stuff. Sweet. Nah, that was a pretty bad one. I only knocked down the front arch. Get over it. Jump, Vader, damn it. And you can also like hurl enemies at each other, which is pretty hilarious. Like if you get this really massive armored enemy later on in the game, you chuck them at a bunch of small ones, they go flying everywhere. See, that simple force push killed that big Wookiee. Like, these guys are really not tough at all. Ah, you son of a bitch. Destroyed my bridge. Damn subordinates, they never ever do a good job. This is like, this part of this level you can use to farm for like a trophy or an achievement, whichever console you're playing on. Since these Wookiees keep on respawning all the time, there's a trophy if you kill 200 Wookiees on this level, so just camp out here for a few, like 15 minutes or so, you should be able to get that trophy, but I'm not going to do that here since I already have that trophy or achievement since we're on the Xbox 360. So like if you do a little force push, the entire bridge rocks with it, which is pretty cool. Like I wish more games had like these 3 game engines. I mean, I have another game that has like awesome destruction. I'll probably do a let's play of that game once I'm finished with this LP. So we made it all the way across and our destination is over there. However, I'm almost at the time limit, so I don't think I'll be able to... Yeah, I don't think I have enough time to do the entire cutscene and boss fight and stuff at this level. So I'll just kill a bunch of Wookiees. Ooh, we went flying at the camera. Okay, so we're almost there. I'm just going to stop Vader now, and I'll see you in the next part of The Force Unleashed.